Okay, I'm going to fit my new lower air down, my new bumper cover. And it tells you to cut. Cut about an inch in from the top edge here. So I've got that all pre-marked. I'm probably gonna just come close to it. Also tells you to cut along this radius and then down to that 1 inch mark. And then it tells you to cut these brace pieces off all the way down, because that's where this part here mounts. I was going to put drill some starter holes right here so that I don't overshoot, but I think actually if I cut just inside that line with the air saw, I can come up and cut it pretty close. Same with over here. I think I can fairly good with the air saw, so get to cutting. Okay, so I cut all that off, do some trimming, smooth it out. The inner piece there all taken care of. Supposedly you gotta do that so that this thing here fits down inside. And it's got these that I'm guessing are supposed to go in there. But I don't see how those are actually going to fit okay. I mean, I guess they kind of do, but they're not real good quality. This thing, it looks like they sanded it with 80 grit sandpaper. And anybody that knows anything about sanding on plastic parts will tell you is that 80 grit sandpaper tends to make it furry. So when you put any top coat like a primer on there, it'll look furry, like there's dirt all through it. So you have to sand all that smooth before you prime it. Because just priming it, you're not going to get rid of that as much. And then you'll have some shrinkage at some point, and it'll show. So you gotta sand that. That with some good, good finer grit sandpaper, at least a 240. 320 is probably actually a little too fine, unless you're sanding the primer that these things come in. Like these are both primed. Well, what's left of the primer on this one's primed. The bumper cover actually comes primed. You could basically sand it with like 320 if you want. I've seen a lot of people that use that wet scuff paste and a gray Scotch Brite and sand them that way, and that seems to work good. I've seen them where they just hand scuff them with some Velcro DA paper. That works too. Depends on whether you're gonna put some kind of a sealer coat in between this primer and your color coat, your base coat. I would suggest you do, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this all up. Get it a little finer. And then I'll be able to fit this panel here. Let's see how it fits. How it goes.